Hello and welcome to Dating with Den. I'm Dennis, and last week we looked at how to dress. And for those who weren't watching, my top tip was full camo. Good for paintballing, but not necessarily the best choice for a date. This week we're going to be cooking to impress, and what better way to your lady's heart than chocolate. We're going to be pulling out all the stops and making possibly the best chocolate brownies you've ever tasted. Helping me out today in the studio is my main man Luke. How's it going, Luke?
Good, Dave.
Great to see you.
Yeah.
So, have you done a lot of dating in your past?
Well, I've been known as a bit of a dating disaster, but I've got a girlfriend now, so...
Okay, you've got a girlfriend.
Yeah.
So is there like certain places you like to go, take her on a date? Or?
I like to take her out for a nice meal.
Nice meal.
Like I went to DeLuca last Friday. That was really nice.
Yeah. Was that a good
yeah,
date?
It was a first place.
Would you ever like try and earn some extra points, you know, take her back to your place and cook her a nice home meal?
Well, to be honest with you, I can't cook.
You can't cook?
No, maybe a little bit of pasta
after today, you can be able to cook brownies. I mean, women love brownies and chocolate, so why not, right?
Yeah, they do love chocolate, yeah.
So have you been on any like bad dating experiences? Tell us your worst date.
Probably once when I went on this date, right, we were sitting there for ages, like, and just didn't know what to say to each other. It was like so awkward.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, them awkward silences are pretty bad, aren't they? I mean, what about your best date so far? Or what was the date that, you know, sparked your relationship with your girlfriend?
Well, she doesn't like live near me, so it was very rare that I saw her. And when I went up to see her for like our first proper like date thing, her mum and dad didn't know me, so I didn't go there. And we might sound childish, but we just went to the park and talked. It was really nice.
So how did you meet your girlfriend?
I met her on a camping trip.
A camping trip? Okay, where was this?
Mersey Island.
Mersey Island.
Yeah,
okay. Was that what was your first impression of her?
Well, I thought she was lovely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought she was really lovely.
That's really good. Well, cooking yourself is always a bit of a risk, but I think these brownies here are a sure way to win that special someone over. So Luke, how about we get started?
Sure.
Yeah? Okay, well, I've got 90 grams of unsalted butter here. Okay. And 90 grams of dark chocolate. Okay. What I'd like to do is put that over the pot of boiling water here.
Over that, yeah.
And I'm going to let you stir that as well, so we can melt that.
Okay.
So it's nice and creamy. And I've also got 140 grams of golden casting sugar. So how about I put that here for you?
Sure. You got any dating stories you want to tell?
Dating stories I've got to tell. I haven't been on a lot of dates, to be honest.
Really? Quite surprised. Thought you was a dating expert.
I've been on a few, but not a lot. And yeah, they've all gone well. I mean, I like to take my girlfriends out on a nice, you know, fancy meal, wine and dine, and do the whole sort of, you know,
anything else you'd like to take them out to?
I mean, what about theme parks? What would you say about theme parks?
Never taken
a girl out of theme park? Oh, you've got to try it. I mean, girls like when you think outside the box, so that's pretty good. I tell you what, that's looking actually really good.
Yeah.
That's looking really good. How about we start putting that in the bowl while we let this melt?
Yeah, shall I leave the spoon?
You can leave the spoon in there, leave the spoon in there.
Okay.
When you put that in there,
What, this first, yeah?
Golden casting sugar, yeah. That's about 140 grams right there. Okay. And crack the eggs in there as well. Crack the eggs in there.
Moment of truth.
Yep.
Not good at cracking
Let's see if we can crack the eggs. Oh, there you go. There you go. Wait, that's pretty good for your first try. That's pretty good for your first try.
Right, this one as well, yeah?
Yep, that one as well. Tell you what, you can whisk that.
I'm well pleased myself with that.
Let me get mixing this. This is looking really good. Okay, well, this is actually smelling really good.
Just like this,
nice one. Well, that's looking good. So, what would be your best date? What would make the date good for you?
Probably if I took them out for a meal, and I tend to like the cinema as well. Like I take her to a cinema. Yeah,
cinema's quite a common thing for dates.
It's like what you used to when you was young, and meet me at the cinema.
Meet me at the cinema, and we'll go down to the park, you know, have a couple chats and stuff. So that's pretty good. I mean, is there any places that you think we should avoid? Any places that we should avoid taking girls out on dates? What's a bad choice for a date?
I'd say never. Oh, I don't know. I'd say never go like down somewhere. I'd probably say from my worst experience, down the seafront really, because I know some people might like it, but I don't really.
Yeah. Well, I guess every girl's got their sort of worst experience of a date, and that's all right. But while Luke's doing that for me, we're going to take a quick look at another important part of making the perfect meal: picking a wine. How do you like your wine?
I like rosé.
You like rosé?
Yeah. What about you?
Well, if you're anything like me, your knowledge doesn't go any further than red or white. We're gonna find out what goes well with something sweet, and most importantly, with these brownies. See what happened when we talk to the experts.
I thought you was the expert.
I am the
expert. If you want to choose something sweet for dessert, that would be the next stage possibly, or maybe cheese possibly. Sweet wine and blue cheese is a marriage made in heaven, which a lot of people don't necessarily bother with in this country, but you might have come across Stilton and port. That seems to work extremely well in most cases. But sweet wine, for instance, in France there's Roquefort cheese from Bordeaux or near Bordeaux, and that's traditionally drunk with sweet white wine from Bordeaux, from the Bordeaux area. Yes, if you've got something very intensely sweet, like, well, two things. One is the sugar, which you have to match up with the sweetness in the wine. Ideally, the wine should be a little bit less sweet, possibly, than the dessert. So if you've got something like chocolate brownie, you've got two factors. One is the chocolate, which is a very intense flavour, and the sweetness, the sugar, which is also strong. You know, it's going to affect the palate. So really, you want something quite forceful. Port is strong in alcohol. It's up to about 20% alcohol by volume, ABV. So I'd probably recommend something like, if it's a white chocolate dessert or a white chocolate brownie, probably not if it's a brownie, because it'll be dark chocolate, but if it's a white chocolate based dessert, then something like Grenache Pinto's 10-year-old Tawny would be absolutely perfect. So something like that would go well with white chocolate. If you wanted a dark chocolate dessert, something like a ruby style, something like Smith Woodhouse Ruby, or a vintage character like this one, Smith Woodhouse Vintage Character, late bottle vintage, or something else like a true vintage port, which is extremely expensive but extremely good.
Interesting stuff. So Luke, how are you getting on with that? Mixing everything well?
Yeah, seems to be all right. What about you? Do you think that's right?
That's looking really good. I'll tell you what we can do now. We can get the we can start putting the melted chocolate and the butter into there as well. If you'd like to do that for me.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, be careful. It's might be a bit hot, but go ahead. That's going right in there. That's looking good. That's looking good. So I've actually heard from people here in the studio that you've got a couple cheesy chat-up lines. How about you throw us some?
I'd say, well, the only one that I can think of now is I said to my girlfriend once I was going to buy 12 roses, right, and 11 of them were going to be real and one was going to be fake. And I said I would love her till the last one dies. Oh,
ain't that sweet? That's sweet. Well, I'll tell you what, we can start whisking this as well. Yeah. That's a pretty good line. I might have to take that off you.
You got any?
Yeah, I've got one. You want to hear it?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, well, how much does a polar bear weigh?
How much?
Enough to break the ice. Hi, my name's Dennis.
Very funny.
That's good, right? Okay, I tell you what, after that poor joke, we got 40 grams here of cocoa powder and 40 grams of flour. Sure. So I'll tell you what, if we get that there.
Just pour it all straight in, yeah?
Yeah, wait, not yet, not yet, not yet.
All right.
Not yet. We need to sieve it through here. So if you grab that with one hand and you use that, and you just sieve it through. There you go. There you go, just keep pressing that. Yeah, keep pressing that down. Yeah, that's looking good, that's looking good. Luke, you're like a professional, Luke. You're doing it all right. You're doing it all right. I'll tell you what, we've also got about 50 grams of milk chocolate and 50 grams of white chocolate here. And I'm going to get you to pour that in as well.
Okay. Do you have to use white and dark? Or?
You can use whatever you want. I mean, we're just putting in a bit of a mix so it goes good. So how about we put it all in there?
Yeah.
Go on, chuck it all in there. That's all going well. Nice. Well, brownies, chocolate is our secret weapon. And in fact, our top dating tip for today, if in doubt, add more chocolate. Would you say?
Yeah,
am I right?
Always
add more chocolate. Always add chocolate. You can't go wrong with chocolate. If your date's going just as bad, what would you do?
Add more chocolate.
So if you're ever in a park and it's all going bad in the awkward silences, bring up some chocolate for
have a little chocolate bar in my pocket. Yeah.
How about we mix that? Get that mix in.
Yeah. What do I mix with?
There you go.
This?
Rubber spatula. You can get a mix with that. Yeah, just keep going in there. Figure of eight. Figure of eight. That's it. Make sure you get all the sides as well. That's looking good. Okay. Well, once we're going to do this, we're going to actually put it in this baking tray here.
Okay.
So how about you put it all in there? Put it all in there now.
Yeah.
Put it all in there now. That's looking good. And when we do put it in here, we're going to put it in the oven for about 25 minutes.
25
so it cooks
minutes.
about 25 minutes, yeah. And actually, we'll get it in there. Oh, it's looking really good. That's looking really good. I'll tell you what, I've actually got some brownies already conveniently
already made some
in there. Yeah, I've already made some. I'll tell you what, it's going to be a bit hot, but we can put it in there. That's smelling really good. That's smelling really good.
Smells lovely, yeah.
So we'll leave that there. We'll leave that there for the time being.
See what it looks like?
And
what's this for?
That's just for the testing. That's for testing it. Yeah, you can just poke it in, and if it comes out clean, it's all fine. There you go. It's all good. It's all good, right? Okay, I tell you what, we're going to get this in the oven as well. We won't do that just yet, but I want to ask you about. Well, right. While we're doing that, we're going to take a look at some dates here and get some insider information.
Sweet and decadent. that will obviously be like an instant hit because it's just like something you're really drawn to. It's like having ice cream, you just go for that because it's like a comfort food. So if it was something like ooey gooey, like chocolate cake, brownies,
spice, maybe linguine with prawns.
Probably something really rich, and possibly, if they can, a pasta dish, because I bloody love pasta.
Nice steak, rare. I like it really, really blue. Perhaps some mushrooms, onion rings.
I think I'd like to be cooked a nice roast dinner. And I think I'd like a chocolate dessert. I think I'd like the Fitz rolls with hot chocolate sauce and marshmallows, maybe some whipped cream. That's all a glass of wine, 2.
There you have it, guys. You heard it here first. Well, Luke, will you be trying them dishes out on your next date?
I'll try one or two of them, yeah. I wasn't expecting to hear some of them, but they sound quite,
I mean,
sound quite nice.
What would you cook for your girlfriend on a date? If you could cook anything?
Oh, if I could, well, like I said, I'd only be able to cook pasta or maybe buy a pizza.
Buy a pizza?
Yeah.
That's a bad choice of buying a pizza. It's always better to cook yourself, so you know, you can earn them extra points, and girls always love a guy that can cook, am I right?
I'm pretty sure they do.
Yeah. So what type of foods does she like?
She likes whatever, really.
Italian food?
Yeah, she loves Italian. She likes Chinese.
Well, I heard you got another good Italian joke. How about you spell that for us?
Oh, my God. All right.
Let's hear that.
Basically, once my nanya bet that I couldn't make a car out of spaghetti.
Yep.
She was amazed when I drove straight past her.
Oh, now that was a good one, I'm telling you. Do you know?
That really was it.
Is that the only food joke you know, or?
All right, I've got another one. Once, me and my old girlfriend, we used to love like Italian food, you know, and everything like that. And the other day she left me. Since then, I've been feeling cannelloni.
Okay, well, I think that's another good tip. Okay. Well, we're gonna put these in there because I'm gonna get these here. Yeah.
Is that ready to go in?
Yep, they're gonna ready to go in and bake here. That's all going well. Well, how about we get you to cut these up? Get these brownies to cut up. Yeah,
sure. Oh,
there you
cool
go.
Down now. Just cut them in any sort of
cut
way.
them up however you want. That's looking really good.
So, you got anything else you want to tell me about dating at all?
Any dating tips? Always dress to impress as well. Always dress to impress. And cut better. Cut better.
I think I need to.
These brownies are, how about you put them in a bowl? How about you put them in a bowl? Here you go, I've got a bowl for you. How about you chuck them in that bowl?
Sure.
Yep.
Is there anyway, just get it out?
I think you can just use this actually. Yeah, just use the knife.
I'm absolutely awful.
Scoop them out.
I'll tell you what.
You just put a few in there if you want. Yeah, just chuck them all in. These brownies look really good.
Do they?
I'm sure they taste good.
Yeah, that would do, wouldn't it?
Nice, nice. Well, now the moment we've all been waiting for. There are some expectant faces here in the studio. How about we try some?
All right, shall I go first?
Yeah, go first. Go ahead. How was that? Is that really good?
Nice, sure.
It's really good. I'll tell you what, I'm going to try a bit as well. Do you reckon?
Yeah.
I love the chocolate flavour in it. It's really good.
It's really nice, yeah.
I mean, are you going to try this when you get back home? Are you going to try and cook brownies?
I think I'll make brownies tonight. You're
going to make brownies tonight? Are you going to invite your girlfriend around and show her some new tricks?
I think I'll have to master it first.
I'll tell you what, little tip for you, don't pull out the jokes. Don't pull out the pasta joke. that won't go far. But I mean, definitely, these brownies look really good. And yeah, I certainly would do this on a date. And it's the best way to help a date go well. And you're always not going to have the awkward silences when you're cooking, you see?
Yeah.
So that's it. That's really good. How about
I'm going to have another one.
I'm going
to have another one.
Well, that's all we got time for today. I hope you enjoyed how to make these amazing brownies. And remember, guys, use chocolate. Don't forget our top dating tip for today. Just add chocolate. And a bit of wine for good measure. Special thanks to Luke for joining us today. Join us next week when we look at dating small talk. How to avoid those awkward silences. I'm Dirty Den and you've been delicious. See you again soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, I absolutely love these brownies. How about them?
Nice, aren't
I mean,
got me scoffing
I think I'll just take them and run away. Don't give them to anyone here. These are really nice.
Oh, really nice.